talk to us about his inspiring efforts to revive ponds and lakes and the importance of environmental conservation.
Mr. Tanwar's journey began in his own village, where he noticed the local water bodies being affected by pollution and encroachment. Instead of waiting for change, he took the lead, organizing cleanups and eventually becoming a founder of an NGO called Say Earth.
To give you a glimpse of his story, we'll show a short video created by our students Nihal and Anya from 11AS. It highlights Mr. Tanwar's achievements and introduces his journey.
It's truly inspiring to see how hands-on efforts can bring about real change. Mr. Tanwar's story shows that taking initiative can make a big difference.
Now, let's welcome Mr. Ramveer Tanwar to the stage to share more about his work and what we all can do to support environmental conservation.
Can I start? I'll start after once all is silent. So I'm just waiting.
But can I request silence? All right, children. Can we hear the guest speaker? Thank you.
I know this is the most difficult job in this world to be a teacher. So thank you so much. First of all, I'm so proud to be here. And as I was introduced, I'm known as Pond Man because I work for the ponds, lakes, wetlands. I hope you all have heard about all these terms. You know about the ponds? Very good. So, do you have seen some nearby ponds nearby your house or schools? Raise your hands. Okay. Okay, you have visited nearby ponds. And what is the condition actually of nearby ponds? If anyone can tell me? right track. So my work, our initiative is to clean all these ponds with support of the volunteers like you are the students. So we have lots of volunteers, lots of machines, technical staff. So today myself Ramveer Tawar and my colleague Dr. Rohit Tiwari, we are here to explain our work, what we do, how we do, what is the process, what are the benefits, what are the disadvantages of our all these terms. So this is our logo. And this is not only about me. Anyone can be the pond man, pond warrior, any. It's not about the gender. So it's just a basic term. It is like a pond warrior. So yeah. Let me explain you. These are the pictures of urban flooding. Monsoon time में ऐसी pictures दिखती है आपके आसपास? पूरा सड़क पे जब पानी हो जाता है सोसाइटी में, if you will see, there is an apartment in right one picture. There is an apartment. The builder named the apartment Riverview, है ना? And in monsoon time, that वो सच में Riverview बन गया. And people were crying कि we don't need any more Riverview apartments. So these are the conditions. So waterlogging, urban flooding is a main key issue nowadays. So we are facing. So we will discuss what are the regions of this. अभी इस तरह के urban floodings के क्या क्या रीजन हो सकते हैं? कोई मुझे बताएगा क्या रीजन हो सकता है कि थोड़ी सी बारिश में इस तरह के पूरा रोड एकदम से पानी से भर जाता है? हाँ बेटा.
When it over rains, the drains get filled by other garbage which goes in it, and this stops, so the water doesn't go on in those, and it starts to come up on the road and this house.
Nice. Anyone else? Anyone else? Yeah, that one.
I guess because if you cut down a lot of trees, then they're more likely to have the water flooding in, and you don't have the natural barricade to protect the water from flooding cities and other critical infrastructure. So that's why urban flooding occurs, I guess.
Okay, very nice. So let me explain from my side too. So there are some water bodies in every city nearby area which are called lakes, ponds or wetlands. जब भी बारिश आती है हमारा एक्सेस ऑफ रेन वाटर उन वाटर बॉडीज में जाके कलेक्ट हो जाता है. But what happened during last 1500 years, we have encroached all those water bodies. Either we have filled those water bodies with our garbage, so water holding capacity has been decreased a lot. अगर किसी वाटर बॉडी में सपोज अगर किसी में 1 लाख लीटर पानी आ सकता है, अगर हम उसमें ऑलरेडी उसको 50% गार्बेज से फिल अप कर चुके हैं तो 50% वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी खत्म हो गई है. तो वो एक्सेस ऑफ रेन वाटर कहाँ जाएगा? That again comes and get logged in front of our societies at the roadsides. So that is the main reason of water logging and urban flooding. अगर हमारे पास बड़ी अच्छी and more water holding capacity की water bodies होंगी, then all rainwater will be collected in those water bodies and will not get such type of situations. So these are the importance of our water bodies. Yeah, this is another topic nowadays very common and very in discussion a lot at the level of ministry, government, United Nations, and this topic is called the urban heat islands. What is the urban heat islands? So during the studies and research, it has been seen that there are certain areas in cities which are more warmer or more hot than the nearby surroundings. So if you this is the area when we move towards the city, then the temperature start to raise, and there is a certain area जहाँ का temperature हमेशा 5 to 6 degree ज़्यादा रहता है. So these spots are called urban heat islands. And the reason of these urban heat islands are because the high-rise buildings, because like जो I mean sun rays है उनके साथ जो photons आते हैं वो वहाँ पे trap हो जाते हैं. दूसरा उतना greenery नहीं होता है. दूसरा हमारे कंक्रीट के साथ वो एब्जॉर्ब हो जाता है तो वो रिलीज नहीं हो पाता है. These are the main reasons. And water body की वजह से वो ठंडा नहीं हो पाता एरिया. Water bodies cool our surroundings. You know that? You know मुंबई में हमेशा टेम्परेचर उतना ज़्यादा वेरिएंट क्यों नहीं होता है? टेम्परेचर में उतना ज़्यादा वेरिएंस क्यों नहीं आता है? If someone belongs to the Mumbai, हमेशा 20, 23, 25 हमेशा उतना रहता है because they have a big water body nearby. That's why that sea can control the temperature. That's why we need more and more water body in our cities, which can help us in reducing and in controlling the temperature. This is the another reason. Recently, I was just taking a flight from Delhi to Dehradun. So I just clicked this picture from my flight window, and I got this picture of New Delhi, one side of New Delhi. So you can see there is no tree left in that region. Only the houses and buildings are visible. So यहाँ पे you can assume एक building में minimum 10 to 25 ACs जरूर होंगे, air conditions जरूर होंगे, but there is no tree. There is no big tree we can see. So this is the main reason of urban heat islands. So these types of areas becoming more hotter and hotter, warmer. So this you have heard about the SDG goals? Yes. Yeah. So when we restore a wetlands, I mean ponds or lakes, or restoration of one wetland can support to achieve all the SDG goals. From SDG goal 1 to SDG goal 17, we can achieve all the SDG goals. And this is the like explanation of all the SDG goals. So you have seen such type of scenes? आपने देखा कभी ऐसे वाटर बॉडीज में तालाब में भैंस नहाते हुए? किसने देखा? गाँव में ये आप ज्यादातर देखेंगे ना? अच्छा ये बताइए, दूध कौन कौन पीता है? ऑलमोस्ट ना, आइसक्रीम भी खाते हैं, पनीर भी खाते हैं. So all come from the dairy. Yeah. So there is one. Let's not discuss more about it. So there is a study we conduct. Like last year, one university conducted that कि जो बफेलोज या जो काव्स होती हैं जो वाटर बॉडीज में जाके आराम से स्विम करती हैं, जैसे हम स्विमिंग पूल में 1.5-2 घंटे लेटे रहते हैं, ऐसी बफेलो जो आराम से पॉन्ड्स में लेक्स में लेटी रहती हैं, गर्मी के दिनों में वो उनका मिल्क प्रोडक्शन है उसमें कोई ज़्यादा वेरिएंस नहीं आता है. जो भैंस नहीं जा पाती है अच्छी वाटर बॉडी में, वो गर्मी के दिनों में 2 लीटर का प्रोडक्शन में डिफरेंस आ जाता है. दैट इज द वन रीजन. सो नाउ यू कैन कैलकुलेट एवरी, अगर एक भैंस के कैलकुलेट करें कि 2 लीटर दूध कम होता है तो मिलियंस एंड मिलियंस लीटर ऑफ दूध कम हो जाता है. बट हमको नहीं पता चल पाता है क्योंकि वो बीच में लोग जो है उसमें पानी मिला के बैलेंस कर देते हैं, है ना. दैट इज द रीजन. So that is again importance of our water bodies. So these are the conditions and these are the key issues of our water bodies. So how many of you have seen such type of water bodies? Wow. Wow. So let me ask, if I give you a homework to draw a natural scenery. Natural scenery आपको draw करके लानी है घर से. मैक्सिमम बच्चे क्या ड्रॉ करके लाएंगे मुझे बताइए? माउंटेन्स, सनराइजिंग, आगे एक छोटा पॉन्ड, हर्ट, क्लाउड्स, ग्रासेस, यही तो सब दिमाग में आता है. बट क्या सच में नेचुरल सीनरी हमारे पास ऐसी है? नहीं है. वो हम सिर्फ इमेजिनेशन बन चुकी है वो नेचुरल सीनरी हमारे लिए. दिस इज द एक्चुअल नेचुरल सीनरी वी सी नियर बाय. इज इट ट्रू? So now I come to our initiative. We restore such type of water bodies back to their origins, back to their original condition. So we are working on such type of water bodies. Although we are the human who are behind to make these water bodies. This used to be a very beautiful pond. When I visited this pond last year, I met an uncle there. So I was just asking कि इस water body की ऐसी condition क्यों हुई, कितना बड़ा था ये. So you will not believe. So uncle told me that कि in my childhood days I used to swim in this water body. That was the crystal clear of water in this water body, and this used to be a huge water body. So time बीतता गया, धीरे धीरे ये इस कंडीशन में आते गए. And he told me one more thing to me. अगर हमारे पास वो कॉइन्स होते थे जिनसे हम टॉफी ये सारी चीजें खरीदते थे शॉप से, अगर मेरा कॉइन वो गिर जाता था इसमें 1 रुपए का कॉइन, 25 पैसे का कॉइन, तो आई कैन सी दैट, आई कैन फाइंड आउट दैट. उतना क्रिस्टल क्लियर पानी था कि मुझे अंदर से ऐसे दिखता था वो कॉइन. और जब अंकल मुझे बता रहे थे, मेरे दिमाग में क्या चल रहा था, अभी कॉइन तो छोड़ो, अंकल गिर गए इसमें तो 3 दिन से पहले नहीं मिलेंगे. Is it true? This is the condition of our water bodies. So what we do, we restore this type of water bodies. This is another type of water body. This is not too much far from your school. This is not too much far from your school. This is around 15 to 20 kilometers from here in the Wave City. You know about the Wave City?
Yes.
Very nearby city. So I visited this water body 3 years ago, and we have restored this water body. So when you see this picture, one incident reminds me. So there is one fact कि नीचे की तरफ से एक रोड जाता है. तो जब भी लोग सुबह सुबह वहाँ से निकलते हैं तो वो वाटर बॉडी में वो कचरा फेंकते हुए जाते हैं. इसीलिए हमको देखना है जितनी दूर तक लोगों की फेंकने की कैपेसिटी है, सिर्फ उतनी दूर तक कचरा दिख रहा है, उसके आगे कोई कचरा नहीं फेंक पाया. अगर हमारी कैपेसिटी बढ़ जाएगी तो हम उधर तक फेंक सकते हैं. ऑल्दो हमको इस बार ओलंपिक में दूर फेंकने के लिए गोल्ड मेडल मिला था ना, सिल्वर मिला. लास्ट टाइम गोल्ड मिला था, इस बार सिल्वर हमको मिला. गोल्ड इस बार पाकिस्तान को मिला. So we need more practice. We need more practice to throw the garbage. So we are cleaning this type of water bodies. Now you want to see the before after picture of same water body. This is our efforts. This is the result of before and after. This is because you must be thinking that why here I am giving you so much of knowledge about the water bodies. Why we are called as pond men. So these are the reasons. So we restore back to their original condition. Although it is impossible to restore to their original condition, like जितना ये आज से 100 साल पहले 200 साल पहले हुआ करता था, जितना ग्रीन एंड बायोडाइवर्सिटी से फुल, उतना नहीं कभी नहीं हो सकता है. अगेन आपको 100 years लगाने पड़ेंगे, बट वी ट्राई अवर बेस्ट कि इसमें वापस से बटरफ्लाईज आ जाए, फिशेस आ जाए, डक्स आ जाए. सो या दिस इज अनदर पॉन्ड. So this is in Ghaziabad city in Rajnagar extension. So the building you can see in background in both the pictures. Thank you so much. Do you see a picture of building in background of both the pictures? So let me tell you, this is the picture of a like a renowned school. So I'm just telling you that time they didn't support us. So now this is the benchmark for us. But now they are just taking benefit of this water body because they can see the water body from their top, from their rooftop. So, and I'm very proud to let you know that the same picture was used by our Honorable Prime Minister in Mann Ki Baat to show our country just an example that our country can be restored back to their life. So that was the time when PM said that we should be known as the pond. This is another lake in Gurugram city. So this this was the again the condition. These are the more ponds we have restored in last 3 to 4 years. Last year we restored back. So I'm just in every picture you will see a different condition, different issue, different type of water body. That's why I'm showing you the different pictures. These are the pictures of water hyacinth. Every water body is full of water hyacinth. So these are the aquatic weeds called. So 1 minute, beta. So now I'll start asking the questions from you. What is the difference between a pond and a swimming pool? Raise your hand. Anyone, please.
A pond is a natural water body, but swimming pools are made by humans.
Oh, very good. Wonderful. Anyone else?
Can you stand up?
Ponds are just like clean water where fishes and animals can survive, but pools are artificially made and chemicals like chlorine are put in.
Both are the right questions. So, yes, please, if you want to answer.
Pond is literally it's a non-man-made lake. It's a non-man-made lake. And swimming pool is that where humans swim inside the area, inside the.
Okay. Although pond can be man-made. Pond can be man-made. So, yeah. So, all you are all right, but yeah, both the answers are right. The main difference is ponds, स्विमिंग पूल्स में लाइफ नहीं हो सकती है ना. और अगर मान लो स्विमिंग पूल में लाइफ हो भी गई है ना, गलती से उसमें स्नेक्स भी हैं, बटरफ्लाइज भी हैं, डक्स भी हैं, फिशेस भी हैं, टर्टल्स भी हैं. So who have courage to go and swim in that swimming pool? No one. And अगर किसी pond में ये सारी चीजें नहीं है, no fish can survive, there is no butterfly, there is no fish, no snakes, no grass, no weed. So हमको उसको swimming pool ही बोल देना चाहिए, है ना. pond तो फिर कहीं से हुआ नहीं वो, तो pond में और swimming pool में उतना ही difference है. So what we do when we restore or rejuvenate a water body, we develop some pond islands. These are called the pond islands in mid of the water body. We plant some type of aquatic grasses which can support to the aquatic birds for hiding their chicks and eggs, for making their nest. अगर उस टाइप की ग्रासेस जिनके पत्तों को तोड़ के वो अपना नेस्ट बना सके, अपने अंडों को छिपा सके, अपने बच्चों को छिपा सके, so that type of grass we plant only on these islands. So that's why we called it these structure pond islands. So this is not a rocket science, but we got to know about this from only villagers. So villagers used to tell us that if you can do this, then you can see lots of ducks there. So first time we tried to do in a pond in Greater Noida only. And after 2 years, like we were happy to see the result. You want to see?
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, I am saying that this is not a rocket science. This is not a rocket science. Yeah, thank you. This is not a rocket science. You can do. You can replicate it. अगर सोचिए एक पॉन्ड में अगर ये सारी चीजें नहीं है, तो और किसी डक ने वो पॉन्ड के किनारे पे कोई अपना अंडे रखे भी, क्या वो शाम तक बच पाएंगे? नहीं बच पाएंगे. That's why we try our best to give them safe and secure place where they can sit, they can rest, they can lay eggs, they can hide their chicks. That is the rocket science behind it. You can try it anywhere, anytime. So these are the mini ponds we dig and develop in hilly areas. Have you visited the hilly areas? Yeah. So we have developed more than 1,500 of such mini ponds. So we develop these mini ponds between March to June. After June, this can be full of the rainwater. So I will just show you the picture of them. These are the let me. So these are the pictures of mini ponds. All the mini ponds look like this in monsoon time. So they are very useful for the wild animals, birds and other insects. So we are trying to make these ponds self-sustainable by growing the water chestnut. Water chestnut किस किस को अच्छा लगता है? Wow. So water chestnut आता कहाँ से है? पॉन्ड से। आपके आसपास जिस कंडीशन के पॉन्ड होंगे, गंदे पॉन्ड्स होंगे, तो आप सोचिए आप वाटर चेस्टनट वहीं से खाते हैं। आपके पास अच्छे पॉन्ड्स है, सुंदर पॉन्ड्स है, तो आप फिर भी वाटर चेस्टनट वहीं से खाते हैं। आप जैसे आसपास के सराउंडिंग्स के पॉन्ड्स को रखेंगे, वैसे ही वाटर चेस्टनट आपको मिलेंगे। वाटर चेस्टनट कहीं से नहीं आते, बट अगेन कम फ्रॉम द पॉन्ड्स। तो आप सोच सकते हैं, जितना आप कचरा डालेंगे उतना ही कचरा वो वाटर चेस्टनट के फॉर्म में हमारे पास भी आता है वापस से। So these are the students and villagers who have supported us a lot. So have you seen such type of landfill sites nearby your cities? Yeah. Raise your hands. Wow. इसमें कौन-कौन सोचता है इनका क्या किया जा सकता है इस तरह की जगहों का? क्या कर सकते हैं इनका?
There is too much garbage you can't.
नहीं, what is the solution of this type of lands? What is the solution? So let me tell you, if anyone wants to answer.
We can recycle it.
Sorry?
We can recycle it.
Okay, anyone else?
We can make it into a pond.
Okay, so what we are doing, let me explain what we are doing actually into this type of landfill sites. We are converting these landfill sites into the tiny urban forest. One student was asking, what is the tiny urban forest? So we are converting these type of landfill site into small or tiny urban forest, urban forest we can say. So we have done 6 type of projects till now. So I'm very happy to see you the same before after picture of same landfill site. Yeah. So we have planted around 35,000 of saplings there. Still the same landfill site is still in progress. Lots of students have visited this site. And almost the plants have been planted by the students of nearby schools. This is in Indrapuram, Ghaziabad, from where the students come. So all the college students also come there. They come with their saplings stick and they plant it, and we take care of these saplings. This is the another one. This is the one. Yeah. So it may be look like a fake pictures. Yeah. किस को लग रहा है कि fake pictures है?
No, we can see the buildings.
Yeah, but you can see the buildings, है ना? So you are most welcome to visit anytime, any day. I'll be happy to welcome you at the sites. This is the another landfill site. This used to be a huge landfill site. One funny thing I should tell you. You can see the big project of you can see the apartments in background of these landfill sites.
Yeah.
So the name of this project is the Fragrance Society. What is the name? Fragrance Society. But you cannot stand there because of bad smell. So they requested us a lot, either we are going to change the name of our project or you should please do something here. So we started to do work there, we planted there. Now this is the picture of the same landfill site. And now they are selling the flats in what can I say, 5 लाख रुपए ज्यादा की कॉस्ट में अभी वो बेचते हैं. एंड दे से इट फॉरेस्ट व्यू फ्लैट्स. व्हाट दे कॉल इट? फॉरेस्ट व्यू फ्लैट्स, फॉरेस्ट व्यू अपार्टमेंट्स, जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ प्लांटेशन ड्राइव. I wanted to tell you that कि सिर्फ प्लांट लगाने से जो हमको सिखाया गया है कि ऑक्सीजन आती है, वुड आती है, मेडिसिन मिलती है, ये सिर्फ नहीं मिलता है, 5 लाख रुपए भी मिलते हैं. One single tree can give 5 lakh rupees, 5 lakh rupees. This is the cost. These are the picture of same landfill site. Yeah, please. Anyone want to? Yeah. Can we have the question answer session after the let it complete? Yeah, please.
So, government only allot this landfill place. Like I live in sector 144. In 145, they are developing a landfill space. अभी उसमें कूड़ा फैलना शुरू हुआ.
Yeah.
तो जब आप इन सेक्टर्स को ऐसे डेवलप करते हो, तो गवर्नमेंट आपको ये काम देती है या आप उनकी पॉलिसीज से फाइट करते हो? हाउ वी डू इट?
नहीं, actually under the Swachh Bharat mission, all these landfill sites are being cleared by the local government authority only. After it gets cleared, so we adopt it from the government. We give them a proposal that we want to adopt this landfill site. We will raise funds. We will not ask you a single penny for support. We will raise funds from the students, from the corporates, from the NGOs. We will develop it and will maintain it for the next 10 years. That's why they allot that land to us for free of cost. They don't charge us. Then we develop it on our cost. But that is not our cost. That is fundraising from the public. That is the donation. So these are the corporate partners who have supported us for this mission. So even our honorable Prime Minister sir, Chief Minister sir, lots of Bollywood stars have supported us and they have praised us. So thank you so much for your kind patience. Thank you. Yeah, so if anyone wants to now you can ask the questions, please.
Thank you, Mr. Tanwa, for sharing your journey with us. We now move on to a segment we call Curiosity Corner, and our students have prepared some questions for you.
So to stand up and ask his question. Could you please stand up and ask the question?
Yeah, next single. Who is next single?
What practical steps can local communities can take to restore and maintain ponds in order to support biodiversity and improve water quality?
Yeah, thank you so much. So let me answer the same query. Thank you so much for asking such nice question. So what are the practical steps can be? First of all, we need to know about the nearby water bodies. जैसे मैंने सबसे पहले पूछा था, who have visited the local and nearby water bodies. So around 50% students only have visited the nearby water bodies only. So first of all, we must need to know the geographical condition of nearby water bodies. So first step, you should visit your nearby water bodies. First step, you should visit your nearby wetlands. Do you know we have some wetlands nearby? किस को पता है यहाँ पे wetlands हैं? बताइए कौन-कौन से wetlands हैं? Around in 20 to 30 kilometer of radius. Yeah, so देखिए सबसे पहले हमें जैसे अभी देखो हमारे पास ना बहुत सारे अच्छे अच्छे वेटलैंड्स हैं जिसमें साइबेरिया से more than 10,000 of migratory birds हर साल आते हैं and the season has been started already. नवंबर से आना शुरू हो जाते हैं और ये फरवरी तक आएंगे. You know about the migratory birds?
Yes.
Yeah. So अभी migratory birds का सीजन शुरू हो गया है और ये फरवरी में वापस चले जाएंगे. And we have around 3 to 4 wetlands, bird sanctuaries, around in 30 to 40 kilometer of radius. One is the Surajpur bird sanctuary in Greater Noida, only around 10 to 15 kilometer from here. Another is the Okhla bird sanctuary, just at the border of New Delhi and Noida, near sector 18. One is Dhanori wetland. So these are the wetlands where you can visit and see our water bodies, beauty of nature. जब आप एक बार देखेंगे तो you'll realize what is the need of these water bodies. Then you visit the water bodies which have been neglected by us, which has been converted into the dumping yards. So you can relate. जब आप देखेंगे तो आपको जरूरत महसूस होगी. एक बार आपने देख लिया, now second step you need to make a data. आपने क्या देखा वहाँ पे, और there are different portals where you can, क्योंकि अभी आप students हैं, I cannot say you to visit and clean that water body. You need to focus on your study. But what you can do, you can just write. You can just write to the district administration. You can just write to the chief minister. You can just write to the prime minister. You can write about that water body, that there is a water body I have seen nearby my house. This is the condition. These are the pictures, and I'm writing it and requesting to clean it, to maintain it. These are the steps you can take. The most important step you can take, इसमें वाटर बॉडी में जो भी कचरा आप देख रहे हैं, गार्बेज देख रहे हैं, वो कहाँ से आया है? कहाँ से आया है वो हमारे घरों से आया है ना. तो इफ यू वांट टू बिकम ए पॉन्ड वॉरियर, पॉन्ड मैन, एनीथिंग, अगर आप अपने घर से 5 किलो प्लास्टिक, मैंने एक छोटा छोटा सा कैलकुलेट किया है अपने एक्सपीरियंस से, अगर आप 5 किलो प्लास्टिक को पॉन्ड में जाने से रोक देते हैं, आई मीन यू कैन रिसाइकिल, अगर आप 5 किलो प्लास्टिक को रिसाइकिल कर लेते हैं, लैंडफिल जाने से रोक लेते हैं, then that means you have cleared 1 square meter of pond. You have restored 1 square meter of pond. So आप घर से ही पॉन्ड को क्लीन कर सकते हैं. आप पहले पॉन्ड विजिट करिए, उसके बाद इस तरह की प्रैक्टिसेस को अपनाइए. You can just clean, you can become pond man from your house only. That is the most important step you can take. Anyone else? Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Sandra, and for answering all our questions. Actually, we all have learned a lot today. So,
Now I'd like to invite Ms. Joshi, our secondary school principal, to share a token of her gratitude and closing words.
It will be the honor of Mr. Abraham to speak a few words on behalf of the secondary school as well. And I am truly grateful for this eye-opening session, because I felt there's so much that we have the potential to do as long as we are ready for it. At every stage of our lives, we look, we stop and think as to where we can contribute to this world. I think for those of you who were listeners today, there's a long way to go, and we can do a lot, be the change in the world that we should be. I'll invite Mr. Abraham to address all of us.
Thank you, Ms. Sonali. Thank you, Mr. Tanwar. I had to step out for a call, but I was so impressed, super impressed by what you've done. I don't want to directly address Mr. Tanwar, but I would like to talk to this entire group of students, including the ones who are sitting on the landing, that's the stairs. if even few of you have been inspired to think that what can I make the difference, and I'm glad questions were asked that, you know, what is it that I can do? So the question is, what are you going to think about? Why do we call people here? Why does Mr. Sharma spend so much of energy and effort? Why do the teachers, I think Ms. Parul, you got our guest today. Why are teachers, why is Ms. Sonali, why is the primary school thinking of getting people in here? So you can be inspired to think about entrepreneurship, yes, innovation, yes, but also thinking about what to do for community citizenship, community service, affecting and impacting people's lives. And you know that he's been awarded? You know that? In fact, the Prime Minister himself has. And if you want to listen to this, how many awards he's got, I'm talking about our guest today. He's been awarded from Taiwan. He's been awarded by United Nations and iCongo, by the Ghaziabad Municipal Corporation, by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Uttar Pradesh government, Ministry of Jal Shakti. So he's been awarded so much because of his concern and commitment to others. These 80 ponds are not around his house, and you've seen it. So I would think that it's actually a big travesty of your time. You should have actually been in class and just done your studies and work for your exam starting next month. But this whole exercise has been that you would think about what you can do. And I would expect that the next time you have a guest, you have a speaker, pay attention. That's the least you can do. Right? Thank you, Mr. Tanwar. I'm sorry, but I am sure that there are a few of these students at least who have captured that. And if you want to meet him very briefly and have a word, or you can reach out through the teachers, however we'll find a way, I can make a difference. That one small difference may make all the difference that it can impact. So I really hope that there are children here, and I'm sure they are. Everywhere you go, you will find that there will be children who will move and act on what you've done. So thank you for sowing those seeds amongst us today. We're deeply impressed by your work. And how old are you, if I may ask?
Sorry?
How old are you?
31. 31.
Just 31 years old. How long have you been doing this?
Last 6 years.
So he was 25 when he started. So 25 could have been a very lucrative career in engineering, but he chose to do this for the community. Let's give him a big, big round of applause. Dr. Rohit. Please come on. So Dr. Rohit is also part of your team. So young people who have set their hearts for the country, for the community, and you know that what they are doing is also impacting the world. You saw that beautiful image of birds having come, and you know that they are not going to come unless and until you provide them an environment. Recently I was at Bharatpur, the kind of birds that you get there, it's amazing, isn't it? It's such a, not just for the fact that it is for the environment, but even for your joy. Do you know how much joy we get from pets and animals and creatures, right? So please, let's put our hands together, not for clapping now, but for looking at what is the one difference I do. Even a paper that you toss away, wrapper from your chewing gum, please make sure that you appropriately dispose this. Small acts, they make a lot of difference. Thank you so much. Thank you for a most engaging afternoon, Dr. Rohit. You want to say something? Yes, Sonali.
I'll request the children to stay back, and we will request Ms. Vandana to please take our guest of honor today. And thank you very much.
Thank you so much, student. ये जैसे स्टूडेंट लाइफ में डांट तो मिलती है डेली, हाँ? Don't worry. So I'm so much happy to be here, and you are most welcome. Anytime you can just search on Google, internet, because you must having phone at your house. So you can contact me anytime, or me or my colleague Rohit. Even you can, my colleague Rohit is PhD in physics. So he must be a professor anywhere right now. He is a NIT student, so but he's keen to work for the environment only. So I'm very proud to we have such a dedicated colleague with